Let's see what's going on with these markets here. Eb was
Hey,
good.
hey, how you doing?
Doing good. Ready to see what these markets is talking about with their real voice. So, hopefully it's moving. Yesterday I took a trade. I'm like, yo, I just overlooked the whole joint. I don't know if I was slacking or if I was slacking.
Yeah, you say yesterday.
Yeah. I was waiting on this sale on this pair. I was like, dang. It's just the market just opened up. I'm like, oh, you know what? Duh, it's gonna finish its move, going to its destination, and then make it happen.com. So I was ready for this to pull down, and it came from like way down here and just kept pulling up. And I pretty much missed the whole move because I wasn't paying attention to my own markup. Like we can clearly see it look like a stepping stone to the upside. Got the swing low here. And I seen it. I'm like, yo, all right, da 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 da. We got breaker structure here. So when it break above and pull back down to it, we can take the trade. And I'm like, wait a minute, it's about to drop. And if it go past this point, I'm gonna be ready to enter the trade. If it don't, then I'm not getting into the trade. I'm like, all right, bet. Look at the market, it just kept pulling up like a pamper, pulling up like a pamper, pulling up like a pamper. I'm like, I'm just sitting here watching it. I'm like, sheesh. But even with that, I'm going to break down this markup and then see if this move is ready because I like the way GA move. GA be moving fast, very volatile, but it's like GJ as well. It it all like correlate for real. So I like how they move. Let me go to a clean chart. All right, cool. Fresh chart. So how I'm looking at the chart, I'm really breaking it down so I can have a clear vision of what I'm looking at on a chart. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times with these markets, when we want something so bad, sometimes we ignore our own rules when it comes to trading. We're human. We don't do everything 100% correct. And I'm like, all right, let's go to the basics of trading, put everything together so that way everything can look the way it's supposed to look so we can trade the way we want to trade. So overall, out the gate, when we're looking at the market, the higher time frames guide us on where the market going. The lower time frames are utilized for entry. Now, it doesn't matter how anybody in the world trade, everybody trades correctly. The thing is, are we trading correctly at the right time? Because I can say it's going to sell right now, and it sells, and then it goes back up. I can say it's going to buy, and it buys, and then goes back down, vice versa. But am I in that direction at the right time? If I catch two pips and then get out the trade, and I'm in there with a standard, and I take $20 in 10 seconds, that's still a win at the end of the day, right? For that amount of time that I was in the trade, I was right. So don't allow society of the trading community make you feel like you don't know what you're doing when a lot of times it's just the timing of everything, the right having the patience. And that's what pretty much happened to me yesterday. Just I wanted the move to happen faster than what it was. And just because we have money in our accounts, just because we see the markets open, that don't mean a trade is available. So going to the daily time frame, I'm already I'm already seeing the market bias, right? Market was going downward. So now the majority of the moves that I would be looking for would potentially be to the downside, right? Because I'm just going with the trend. But when I get closer and closer to the market and start looking at what was happening alongside of this downward movement, we can just start from this piece of information, right? We have this floor, right? A nice support. Now, this is the beautiful thing about it. When we are marking up charts, ladies and gentlemen, our main goal is to let the story unfold so we know the direction of the market, so we know when to enter the trade, right? So, in regards to that, that's why I caught myself slipping yesterday because I'm like, you know what, bruh? You had a slack attack. So, if I'm already drawing the stuff up, right? So, right here, boom. This is a break of structure because price broke below this what's broke below what was once the floor and turned into a resistance and pulled down, right? So let's identify this. And we really just want to have a clear visual of what's happening. So now we identified one break of structure on this daily time frame. Pull down, look at this floor here, and then it broke through. So yes, we want to identify that, right? Hold on. My glasses is going hamburger right now. All right, cool beans. So looking at the moves again, downward push, right? Pull back, boom, break. Go to the most recent. See how it pulled up here? Pull below this point. Another break of structure, which also we can clearly see it was support, pull back as resistance. The same spot here was also used in current price for that break of structure, right? Then here, that last little push. All right, cool. So now we got the break of structure. Beautiful. Now that I got these breaks of structures drawn on this chart, I'm like, okay, based off these break of structures that just happened, where's the most recent swing low? Where's the most recent swing high? Right? Because now we want to get a range that we can trade within. This is the swing low. It's the lowest point that it went before it started pulling up like a pamper. So now, yo, why is I don't see my favorites, my little toolbar. What in the world is going on? Let me try to work through it. Boom. So this here Daily swing low. Let me change the color of this word. There we go. Where's the most recent swing high? Look here, pulled up, pulled down, pulled up, pulled down. This is the last swing high, right up here. So I'm like, yo, it makes sense. Now we got a daily swing high. So now what we have is a range that we can trade within. 419 pips. So everything from here to here is what we looking to pretty much trade. Now we got to adapt to what the market has done because this last break of structure, that was the resistance, has now been broken. And is this a fake out, right? Is this just a grab of money that happened? Because the market will go to previous daily highs. Look at this candle, daily high, previous, and previous daily lows, and take that money out and then go to the next direction, right? So I am going to identify that. Okay, previous daily high, previous daily low, cool. This big push to the upside shows us that it was demand in the market. So the buyers came into the market here. It's so weird not having my toolbar, yo. I don't know, I gotta probably refresh Zoom or something. I'm not Zoom, but Trading View. So boom, got a nice demand zone. So we looking to buy from here pretty much. When price get back to this area, we would like, oh, this is a buy. But right here too, there's another demand right there with it. So this is a deeper demand than the one we're seeing. Boom, right? So this red candle got an aggressive push to the upside, pull back, take off. So if these was labeled, this would be the main spot we want to see price move from to go back to the upside. My zoom. Okay, there we go. So this one will be the first spot that I look for a move to happen from, a buy. Not only that, even if it didn't just go there, we have another spot. So price can come down to here first, or it can come to here first. This is the deeper level, right? And this is the one right after. Other than that, it's just straight demand. So now I got that. I'm like, cool. Market is flowing. What else can happen? Well, also on this daily time frame, because the story has to unfold. And if we look at everything that's happening on the market, it just unfolds a little bit more clear. This right here is a fair value gap. But inside this fair value gap, ladies and gentlemen, we have supply right here. So we just drew the demands up. We have supply here, which it already broke above because now we're up here. So as long as we got everything drawn out, we can see what the story is telling us. So I'm marking the zone up here because this aggressive candle to the downside, the candle before it, we want to mark it. Now this is where supply is. So this is where we want to see a sell from type situation. So what price did with what I was looking at yesterday was it went all the way through. It stayed focused on this end goal. So now that I got all this drawn up, I can see, hey, price came inside of the supply zone and started to make a decision as if it was ready to go back to the opposite direction. I'm like, cool. Now that I got this drawn up here, everything starts to open up on the 4 hour. Boom. Now what do we see? Now we see where we can actually get the market to show its hand, what's happening. Look straight here. It's the same supply zone from that daily time frame as what we were looking at, right? So let's do the same thing. We identified on a daily time frame, it was on a downward trend. And where was the downward trend from? Boom, down here where that daily swing low is at. Now we also have the 4 hour swing low. And now this is going to start making more sense. 4 hour swing low. Now looking at the storyline, this is moving upward. So now, oh, this ain't the tool. My bad. Trend line. Look here. Break of structure. Now, the reason why I'm doing all these breaks of structure is because you see how price creates an area of interest, pulls away from it, breaks through it, and as soon as it breaks through it, it comes back to it like a boomerang, right? When you throw the boomerang, it's gone. But eventually it comes back to the same spot it was thrown from, as long as you catch it. Because if you move out the way, it's gonna go behind you. You feel me? Same thing here. We was already up here, broke through it, then came back to it. Look here. Boom, the same break of structure right here. So what happened? Boom, price broke through it. Now we have to come back to it. This was the last break of structure. Has to be retested. Also, if we look at it the way we need to, that swing high is where money was sitting at. It took all those sell orders. I mean, all those stop losses and orders in this area, taking that bread, and then it's going to make its move, and it's coming from supply. What do we have here? A 4 hour demand. So even before price can go to these demands down here, if it does go back down there, we're going to have to break through here and just allow the market to start unfolding for you. Boom. We got this push here. Great. What do we have right above it? This candle has a gap in it. Look to the candle to the left, the wick stops there. And this candle up here, wick stops here. So we have a small fair value gap there. So again, another place that has mad value, where mad money is sitting at, in the market. Now, I'm like, yo, the clearer the story, the better it turns out. Fair value gap. Cool beans. Now on here, we already got the 4 hour swing low. Where's the 4 hour swing high? That next to last candle. I'm like, yo, it's not letting me click the button in on the game. All right, cool. So 4 hour swing high. So look what we have on here. We got our supply on here. We got that most recent breaker structure. We got our demand zones A, B, and C with a fair value gap right here. Let me change that color text. And then there's no pullback as of yet. Look here, boom, we're inside of a major sell zone. Again, I rushed the process yesterday versus trusting the process. So I'm like, yo, okay, cool. The move gonna happen. I was just too early. I'm outside the top piece of bread. Inside right here, pretty much by the major sell zone. We're above the regular sell zone, but the major sell zone, right? We just know all jokes, not all jokes aside, but in all reality, right now in real time, we're in sell territory. So 4 hour time frame based, yep, wait till we cross the red line for entry for that to be the move that we want. So now we can see the moves starting to happen there. Cool. Let's go to a closer to right now time frame that will help us see what's happening closer to right now so we can find a position to get into the market. But everything has to make sense so we can make dollars. All right, now on this 1 hour time frame, look at the push up. What do we have here? A breaker structure right by the fair value gap. What do we have up here? Breaker structure. And if we get a breaker structure, oh, here we go right here. Perfect. Let me just mark it. I didn't want that one. I want the, right? This is the most recent breaker structure. Okay, now it's starting to become clear because now that price broke this structure, pulled above it, breaking down to it. If price pulls down, where's my path at? Price can go down, retest this area, then go down. And that's the thing that we need to happen. Why? Because it's going to show the market shift that we need to see. So you see how it's been trending to the upside. Cool. Now we just need what we need to see, which is that pull down, pull back to that same area we just broke for the market shift. And now we catch the beginning of the drop, which is here. Confirmation is already showing, yep, sell valid from the hour time frame. Cool. But now everything has to unfold. Let it break structure, the opposite direction, pull back to the same place it just broke. And then we enter the trade for a short, which is a sell. So it would look like this over here, this way. And we can just play it safe to the first fair value gap. Put the stop loss right above here, right above the old resistance. But again, it has to come down first, pull back, and then give you that move. That's how we want to see it play out, right? So here, let's let the story continue to unfold because when the surgery is getting done, doctors don't just do the surgery on the outside of the body. They got to go to the inside where the problem is at. So that's why we went from the daily down to the hour so far. And what do we have here? A supply zone. Wait a minute, wrong one. Up top, hour supply. And this is the hour swing high. This was the previous swing high, right? So we got this push to the upside. Boom. Pull back. Where is, so this here is now my 1 hour swing low. Because this swing was just broke, this is as high as it went before it turned around. 1 hour swing high. So now moving from 300 plus pips down to just this move here. This is the range that we want to trade within. We got our supply zone there. Also inside this move, we have it another aggressive push to the upside. This is demand. Cool. What happened here? A good push to the upside. Small little pullback. Push up, pull back. Current candle still moving. We need a break below here. And now, from what I'm seeing, if I'm allowing the story to unfold, where is the path at? Right here. Break below, pull back, retest, pull back. Because right, we'll be breaking this structure. So once price get down to here, once it break this point, it's going to come back, which we would want to see that because the trend is now shifting from the uptrend to the downtrend. Then what? Pull below this demand zone, pull back because we got structure here, and we can stop right at this 1 hour swing low. And this 1 hour swing low, look to the left, old resistance, old resistance, area of interest. And you know when price go to a swing high or swing low, it's going to take money out. Guess what? This hour swing low, you know it don't just go to the line and just turn around. It goes through it for a fake through to take a fake through, fake out to grab this money right here. This is that fair value gap we drew. So now we got our range that we can trade within. Last step, go to the 15-minute time frame for execution. Now this is where the patience actually come in. And this is where I had my slack attack. rushing the process. So now I know where I want the market to go. We got the breaker structures in place. You see that downward push that we got? Look here. Keep the bias in mind. We're looking to see a drop happen. We're looking to see a drop happen, yo. Look here. Breaker structure, right? And same here. It broke structure here, and here's the retest. So let me use this one since it's already drawn. Boom. Breaker structure in real time. Perfect. So we got the downward push that we want, got the pull back. Now we need price to break back below. And once it break back below, game over. So as we're watching the market do what it do, and the beautiful thing about marking up everything on here is because you know where all the zones that you're expecting to be at. Because as we dissecting the problem, boom, major push to the upside. Price came back to this demand zone. So just like how we drew that downward trend on that hour time frame, look here. Here's the pullback. Now, if we can identify why it's pulling back like that right now, let's go into the move and see. Oh, perfect right here. So you know how we pulled into the supply zone and we was talking about price going down. Hold on, let me go back here. Remember this gold area? We was talking about this is the fair value gap. Cool. Price just did the same thing up top. So as I'm looking here, small, small little gap inside of that supply zone. And I got to see exactly what I needed to see. A break of structure, a retest to it. Was this is safer. Safer break of structure. And now that I have these breaks of structures, because I know I'm looking for it to go down, and I know that it's only going to be buying from a demand zone, all these break of structures is simply steps to walk down on how I would like to see it. Now, it might not be this clean. Let me do it this way. Hold on, wait. It may not be this clean now, but we got this push here, pull down. It just broke this structure, pull down. Just broke the structure, boom, pull down. Break a structure. Again, we're inside of that 4 hour time frame, and it can climb all the way down. And I don't have to do all these pullbacks. It can just be a big push to the downside, then a few pullbacks, and then just a runner to the downside. But now I know since I'm marking the key spots in my story, I know where the potential pit stops are at. So after I really took that lesson yesterday, I was like, yo, what did I do that I wasn't supposed to? And I was like rushed. And I identified it. So now I see the market shift, right? You've seen people draw trend lines, right? When you see a upward push, boom, look at that trend broken. So with that being there, this is the initial market shift, pull back, and now the move is going to start revealing itself to the downside from my perspective, right? I'm actually mentally looking at 6 pips away from where I would have entered at. But the push down, the pullback is what I needed to see. This next candle, because the data will be printed, will be the move to start it. So let me grab this short position. I'm gonna put this right above here. And this overall push, again, we was talking about the overall push being down to that 1 hour swing low. And there's gonna be pit stops in between it. We identified the bias. We identified the breaks of structure. We identified the market shift. We identified our break and retest, right, of the break of structure. And now we just wait on our entry. So here's why I would market idea. Um, one, that way as I'm writing it up, it can be seen. There we go. And this is what that move looked like. 192, 200. Boom. And this is how we want to see the trade. Boom. And then I'm putting this inside of the community so everybody can have a trade. Give me 1 second. A now. All right. There we go. So just posted that in the community. So everybody got it. And in case somebody was still copying it, let me put it back on the chart real quick. So yeah, this is what I'm looking at here. And I'm playing it safe. Word. Make sure the market got enough room to go to its destination and we can just be in the way of the money. That way, the chances of hitting for the chicken is more realistic. Hey, so this is what I'm waiting on. And I'm not missing this move at all. So be on the lookout for this move. Let's be smart. Let's be patient. And again, we need that break to the downside. We not rushing the process. We trust in the process, y'all. That's the new mindset. You know what? I'm just gonna trust. I'm gonna trust that everything is taken care of. I'm gonna trust everything is gonna happen. Because once the market go in that direction, we good. That's the reality of it for real. If it does exactly what we needed to do, we set. Another beautiful thing is we got room. We got time. So that's how I drew this up. And I'm like, yo, I know what time it is. You feel me? I know that the market does one of two things. I guess I can say one of three, right? Because it ranges. It trends up and trends down. When it ranges, it's just going sideways. But at the end of the day, we got a 50-50 chance of winning, yo. And when I say 50-50 chance of winning, we can buy or sell. That's it. We got two sides of a coin. Decision wise, it's just either buy or sell. If we can identify those places where it has made its moves from, the story becomes clear. When the story becomes clear, we're able to read the book clearly and relate it to other things, right? So now that the story is there, it's the waiting game. So we let this play out the way it's playing out. And when the time is right, we pull the trigger. We take the shot. We miss 100% of the shots we don't take. And that's real. I think one of the most powerful things I heard all year is that we don't know how much future we got left. So we gotta live every moment like it's our like right? Like it's our dream life. Because we deserve it. We can. And this is a tool that nobody not a well, a tool and a skill that nobody can take away from you. Because once this is embedded in your mind and it becomes second nature, it's over. You writing your own paycheck every day. And that moment may happen for you today, tonight, tomorrow, the next day, next week, next month. Only you know when that time is because when we change as the individuals, then everything changed for the individual. So let's start this day off the right way. Let's keep our minds clear and don't allow no curveballs to throw you out of your game. Because every time I've seen a curveball thrown, the person on the opposite side of that baseball had a bat and they had a chance to swing at it. And just like we miss 100% of the shots we don't take, we miss 100% for the swings that we don't, or the balls that we don't swing at. That's just real. Chances make champions, and you guys are champions. Look at the market moving and grooving. Pretty much right around the corner from entry. So let's win big. Let's make it a great day on purpose because we can. We 8 pips away from entry. Six pips. I guess I can wait till we enter the trade to hop off the call. Let's see. So we right here at the door of entry, just knocking, waiting on somebody to open the door. Need downside. Oh yeah, we on point. If anybody got any questions or anything, you can ask them. I'll be forgetting to do that. What is your indicator you use with the line chart? The peanut butter. I got you. Yep, yep. The TDI indicator here. Let me pull it up for you. A right here. TDI Traders Dynamic Index, RSI divergences. The one that says IATA charts. This the one I use right here. 6 pips away. No doubt, family. Look at this approaching. Look at this beauty right here. This just look like it's just about to just cash us out. This just look like it's about to cash us out on purpose too. Come on, somebody. Let's go. Let's get that bag. Let's get that London bag. Mm, 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 mm. All right. Let's see. Mm, mm, mm. 4 pips away. We right there. Mm, 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 mm. Just about there. We had entry in about a pipette. Hold on. It's approaching that. It was like, hold on, hold on. Mm, mm, mm. Check the chat, make sure I ain't missing nothing. Bet, bet. I'm giving it this moment. I'm giving it this moment to make his movie so we can see it cross the entry while we on here. Yeah, I'll be forgetting too. It is like London session. I'm like, yo, I've been talking all day, yo. I'm tired. I don't want to ask no questions. Tight situation. Or you might be good. But I want to make sure I help give y'all the clarity that y'all need for y'all. That way you can fish on your own time. So that way when you feel like, you know what, let me go in here and make $100. Let me go in here and make $1,000. You got the skill set. That's what it's about. The process is learn, do, teach. Learn it, do it, and then teach somebody else. And when that's done, that impact bring you income. Zig Ziglar said it best. If you help people get what they want by default, you get what you want. I've been trading over 7 years, and it took me 3 years to be profitable. So 3 years of straight being a knuckle. I'm gonna call it being a knucklehead, right? Because when I got into trading, it was so much um let me focus on screenshots, right? Like focusing on what you're in profit, but not closing out the trade or withdrawing from the account. So 3 years of just doing the same goofy crap, knucklehead activity. And this is the beautiful thing about it is if I would have never had the experience of trading, I probably would have never learned that about myself. I was a gambler, but not like a gambler in real life, but like a gambler in the charts. Depending on the actual indicators to move the market versus the market moving itself by price action and so forth. And then just using the indicators as confluence. So that era of just being online, wanting to post, 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 post. Oh, I'm up $200 and then I'm risking it for the biscuit, right? Every trade I'm over leveraging to the max, not giving myself no breathing room to where I could trade another trade. Like it really sucked putting money into an account. I'm in control of the trade and I'm sitting there watching my money deplete. And it's like, dang, oh, it's going to turn around. It's about to turn around right now. I was about to turn around right now. Then it never turns around. Few moments later, my account's blown. And I'm looking at myself fund my account again. It's like, well, what if you would have just took a break, put the stop loss there, not over leveraged, not revenge traded. Like what if, right? And then you go to the drawing board again, like, well, what could I have done different? But then at the same time, life is going on, so you're not really thinking about that because now you want that money back and you want it just as fast as you lost it. And I'm like, you know what, yo, nah. So now I'm like, all right, well, it ain't about the screenshot. It's about after you make that money, you see that money in your screen printing, and then say that you up this amount, close that trade out, put that money in your pocket, then it's yours. Like even though we wait on this trade now, it's like right when it was right at the door of the entry, we was a pipette, like literally like a pipette away. I'm like, I'm not rushing it. I needed to go below the number. And that's what I needed to do. And if it don't do that, I don't enter the trade. So having that discipline that I didn't have back then is what shift. Me starting to do personal development, grow my mind. Like, right, Jim Rohn said, in order for things to change, we have to change. And I believe that wholeheartedly because we dictate the life that we're living, right? You're the main character in your movie. You're the superstar. We're just the cast members. Everything you want can happen. It's all in your subconscious mind. Just like how we don't worry about when we get a scrape or nothing, a scratch on our arm and so forth, we know it's going to heal automatically because we know it. We don't even worry about it. We don't even talk about, oh, yeah, scratch, it's cool. It'll be healed in a few days. Know it by the heart. And you know what? Tomorrow I'm gonna wake up, I'm gonna have $1,000 day. You know it by the heart. And then you attract it. Then you start attracting the right people around you to keep your mind shaped. So that way you can have that result that you're looking for. Everything that we want is on the other side of the action we haven't taken yet. And the thing is, we just gotta take the action to bring the cash in. And sometimes in most situations, it may not even be the cash. It's just having that mental clarity that you ain't gotta worry about another bill no more because you can go make it in a few moments. You've been able to get up and go where you want to because you can. A family member coming to you with an issue, maybe their mindset isn't right. And sometimes we take things personal. Oh, you only hit me up because you want this. Well, that may be true. Well, what if we coach them a little bit? Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? You can hit me up regular, regular. Here's what I did to help change my life. And eventually, because you planted that seed, now they can see the difference because the change will be within you. There's people that's attached to us that we are only it's going to take for us to put that work in for them to have that change in their life. They waiting on us to make that decision. They need to believe it through you. You may be that chosen one in your family, and they need to see you have the success so they can believe bigger, faster. They may have seen you do this before, but did you have that success that you was excited about, or did you give up, or did you stop for a moment, and now you just getting back in the game, getting your feet back wet? Like it don't matter where you are in your journey. It don't matter how you started. It's about how you finish. All the tools and things that you need to have success is already geared inside you. Now you just got to bring that millionaire version out of you. And once you do that, you really will start to see the shift. So we're gonna make it happen.com. I believe the next time it pulled down, I believe that's gonna be the one that actually gets us that entry. I'm looking at how it's just going to that same spot and rejecting it. We check the chatteroni. Appreciate you, family. Word. Now, don't tell me you give me a better entry now. Don't show me a good time. You know what I'm saying? Don't show me a good time. No, I'm still keeping the entry the same. Since since GA so volatile, I'll just come back down to come back down. That way I know for sure you're ready. That's the beautiful thing. We planned ourselves to be in the way of the money. Uh, I'm I'm going to go get my late night snack. So I have to have a London session snack after I do all my yapping. I'm going to see y'all tomorrow, same time. Let's win big. Let's have a great night on purpose, a great day on purpose. And remember, the only person in the world that can stop you is you. I see you at the top because the bottom is way too crowded. My pleasure, family. You have a great night as well. Let's do it. Chosen. No doubt, family.